What's good, YouTube? This is the Hoon Channel, and I'm McGuire, and this is
Kylie.
And today we're going to take you through our engagement journey and our friends and family's reactions. Stay tuned.
So we thought that this would be a good first topic for our YouTube video, with the fact that we just hit our 1 year of being engaged on June 15th. It's honestly crazy to think about the fact that we've already been engaged. Well, we're engaged for a whole year, and now we just passed 3 months of being married on the 21st, which is even crazier because it feels like that day was yesterday. But we just wanted to give a little insight into our relationship and our journey of being engaged and buying the rings and just filming our friends and family's reactions, because it was honestly such a fun time and something that you never really expect. And I feel like even just like from the guy's perspective of them having to buy the ring and them going through it and just having so many emotions and not even be able to talk to your partner about it would be pretty hard, because I mean, obviously, like, that's your person, y'all tell each other everything, so to not be able to talk about that would honestly eat me up. And I know that it was eating up McGuire inside because he was a little bit moody that weekend, and I could not figure out why for the life of me. But to kind of start off with the journey, so it was probably about, well, it was about a little over a year ago. And we actually moved to Missouri from Texas at the beginning.
Baby.
Yeah, at the beginning of January 2023. Huge move for us. We are both super close with our families. Both.
You know how long it took me to talk her into this?
A very long time.
Yeah.
Yes, it had finally just aligned at the right time, though.
Timing is everything.
Things were just a little not bad where we were living, but we just knew that we could have more and wanted a little bit more if we moved here for this opportunity. So it was a big move because he's super close with his family. I'm super close with my family. Both of our moms still live in Texas, but his dad actually lives up here in Missouri, and offered him a job to work for his construction company. So that's what we came here for. So it's honestly treated us pretty good so far. We have finally, I feel like, adapted to living in Missouri and just love our little life that we've built so far, and can't wait to see what the future holds now that we're married.
So many good things have happened since we moved here. Like, it's like as soon as we moved here, like, everything has fallen into place so far. So it's been amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
To just see how far we came since we moved here. So we've both grown. We've grown together. So on.
Yeah. And it's honestly very reassuring because moving here was not easy. It was very difficult. Just trying to adapt and living so far away from family and not having them, 20 or 30 minutes away. It's now just a phone call or a FaceTime away or a flight away or a 8-hour drive away. So it's not as easy, but that's kind of how we grew stronger in our relationship and just as a whole, which is so important. So I guess that is kind of what sparked McGuire to go ahead and ask the big question of if I'll marry him.
Yeah, so basically I found a photographer. I always knew I wanted to do it this way, but she had no idea. She thought I was just taking professional pictures. We were just going to go get pictures done. Well, I had known this is what I was going to do it the whole time. So boom, I set up the whole thing, got her, hired her. I told her to go find a dress, get her nails done.
No idea that this was his big plan or big idea that he was going to propose to me. I'm a pretty gullible person. I will go ahead and admit that. Like, I was not thinking hard into any of it. It's like fun, professional pictures. We've never done it before. We're finally going to do it. This is going to be amazing.
I was stressing out.
He was stressing out, and honestly, like, the moment before when we were getting ready and everything, I just kind of had this little, I was like, oh, well, what if? You always see those videos of girls, like, I think I'm about to get engaged, and I was just thinking to myself, what if that is me? But then again, I was like, there's no way. Like, I'm wearing black. So he had his outfit picked out of what he wanted. We went shopping for that. He got a nice white shirt and some khaki pants. He was wearing his white Air Forces. He did, yeah. And then he ended up returning the shoes, but it's okay.
That's because I'm cheap.
He's very picky when it comes to his clothes and shoes and things like that, but that's to each their own. That's okay. So we go shopping for mine, and I'm joking around with him like, do I need to buy a white dress? Like, and he shuts it down immediately. And
Yeah,
so
I thought she knew, so I wanted to turn it down, get her thinking, oh, this is definitely not gonna happen. This is not the time. Yada yada.
And so then me immediately, I'm like, okay, that's not happening. Moving on. So I need to find a dress. And he had kind of suggested black, and I was like, okay, you know, I can do that. So we go shopping, looking at a bunch of different stores, not finding anything, and then we go to Target. Target never fails me. We don't have a great Target here, but it has enough to where I did find a dress there and tried it on, and I was like, you know what, this will do. Like, this is perfect. It's fine. It's just photos. And then we also had another outfit change, and
we did the first outfit first, and then we changed into this. I had to go into a damn porta potty to change. Put the ring in my pocket. I was stressing out. We're getting pictures taken.
I was changing in the back of our car.
Yeah, we're getting pictures taken though, like before I did it. And like Kai's like, oh, what's in your pocket? Yada yada. And I was stressing, and she's like,
there was something sticking out in his pocket, and I was like, that's not gonna look good in photos. Like, I think you should take it out. And the photographer, of course, knows everything, and she's like not saying anything, not helping me out. So I'm like, all right, like, and I just put my hand over it just to kind of cover it, because I'm like, well, I don't want it to be in the photos. Like,
I'm like, dang girl, let's just take the picture.
It's just a
like, you can't even see it in.
Past that moment, I'm like, okay, it's fine, whatever. And then we get up. We were shooting on this bridge. It was really pretty, honestly, and the way the sunlight hit and everything.
We'll drop the pictures.
We'll drop the pictures in here. But, you know, we were taking cute photos. We're having a moment. It's fun. McGuire seemed very tense the whole time. And I was just kind of like, loosen up. You were so tense.
Oh, well, yeah. What do you expect?
And I'm like, loosen up. Like, it's supposed to be fun. Like, you know, he was just very like, I had no idea what was going on.
Well, yeah.
Nothing was running through my brain. I'm like, you know, I have to focus on posing for these photos. I'm not great when it comes to things like that. Sometimes it just makes me a little bit uncomfortable, and I need the photographer to tell me exactly what to do, because as soon as the camera hits my face to take a picture, I don't know what to do. I blink. And so then we get to the moment where, you know, he had it all planned out, and we are backs against each other, and, you know, we're taking cute photos, we're looking at her, smiling, whatever, whatnot. And then all of a sudden, you know, she says, okay, now turn around. And in that moment, I blacked out. And I think that's a universal thing that I hear everyone say whenever they're getting engaged to, is that they just black out. And I don't even remember really what he said. I immediately just jaw dropped. And as we said, we will put the pictures. Because my jaw was on the ground. I had no idea. I was so shocked. So many emotions, just like adrenaline, happy tears, everything that you could think of just came out. And
she really had no idea. I thought for sure she knew like something was up, and she had no idea whatsoever. So I was like, I was just happy that she didn't know anything. And then I was like, so stressed before that, like I was chilling after so hard. Like I was like, all right, bet. Like, we're done with that. We can move on from that, like, in a good way.
Yes.
Like, she said yes, boom. We're done with that.
Did you think I would say no?
No, I didn't think you'd say no, but I just thought, like...
But you were just so nervous because you thought I knew.
And, like, I wanted it to be a good, like, perfect moment, so... The pictures turned out good.
They were great, yeah. The photographer, she was so nice. She made me feel so comfortable, which I think is so important also whenever you choose a photographer. Because you never know, you know, I mean... Yeah,
I felt like we, like, knew her or something.
Yeah, like you just... The vibe has to be right, and so I'm glad that it was. But, yeah, it was honestly a crazy feeling, and then when I saw the ring, I was like, oh my goodness. I had told McGuire the kind of ring that I wanted, just a pear shape. I just think that they're so pretty. And I feel like so many times you'll just kind of see the same rings over and over. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think all rings are beautiful and, you know, it's your own style. But I was just like, I think a pear shape is so pretty. It was always just something that I had drawn to whenever we were looking at rings. And so that's all that I gave him really to go off of that I wanted. And he did the rest, and I will say that he did a pretty good job.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so that moment was crazy. But like I said earlier, having to deal with that by yourself and not being able to tell your partner about it and having to go ring shopping and
which was wild.
ask for the blessing.
I got it like for like a month. I had the ring for like at least a month, and I had to like keep this shit a secret and everything. And then like leading up to that day was like nuts. Like never felt anything like that before. And then boom, we end up getting through all that. And then like we call our mom, and like she already knew like and all the everything. Obviously I had asked her mom and her mom's boyfriend, now they're fiancés, for their
blessing. But
that's what I meant to say.
I had always told McGuire that it was really important to me that he asks for both my mom and Will's blessing because even though Will has only been in my life for 5 years, he has been a big part of my life since he's been in it, and it just felt really important to me that he asked both of them, not just one. But definitely my mom too, because she's my rock, she's my best friend.
She's been there through it all.
She's been there through it all, always been there for me, person I can count on. Love her to death. And so yeah, so she was my first call too, because I was freaking out, so excited.
The day was actually crazy, just because like we were on cloud 20 and like all over the place. Like we just couldn't stop smiling. Like by far the best day ever. We ended up calling our friends and family, and like this was definitely the highlight for me at least. I don't know about you.
It was really fun seeing everyone's reaction and just like
such a raw moment.
So
like,
unexpected, I feel like, just because we had so much going on that year that I don't think that anyone was expecting the other thing for us to be getting engaged, only being moved away from home for 4 months. So,
so like we're both just cheesing hard, waiting for people to answer the like FaceTimes and stuff. Nobody wants to answer. We're like, bro, like this is if
like
you
what
answer
order
any
do
other
we
time,
go in?
Yeah. And so boom, we're calling them, and then I know y'all been waiting for this long enough, so we're about to drop the videos right now of their reactions.
Hi.
Hey. Hi, McGuire. Hi, Kylie.
Hi.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
We're good. We just went to dinner. Say hi, Bryce.
What's up,
Hi.
Hi.
Where'd y'all go to dinner?
My friend is managing a Papacitos in Richardson, so we came to visit her.
I love that place.
Yeah.
That place is amazing.
It was really good. It was really good. We're gonna go somewhere after this, but we were too full. But wait, what was y'all's photo shoot for? Sorry. That's what I thought. I knew it. The minute you said you had the photo shoot, I was like,
We're engaged.
They're engaged. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, guys. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful ring. You did so good, McGuire.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hey.
What's up, Journey?
I'm like scared. Hello?
How was the lake?
Did you get engaged?
We're engaged.
Are you on?
No.
I'm being so for real right now.
I don't want to cry. Are you actually engaged?
Yeah.
Don't forgive me because I'm gonna cry.
I'm not joking. Look, I'm engaged.
Oh my god, wait, what happened?
What y'all been doing in the meantime? Just working?
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, I've just been working.
Did this man propose?
We're engaged.
What?
Yeah,
Congratulations, bro. No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo.
I'll be ready for a brother, bro. I'll be ready for a brother soon, bro.
Bro, absolutely. Let's go. Dude, how do y'all feel?
It's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
So excited.
We're on like cloud 9.
Yeah.
10. For
Bro,
sure.
congratulations.
Yeah. Is it video? What's up, man? What are you doing?
Why are y'all both sitting like that?
We're just-
Nothing. Just chilling.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I noticed it before you did. You're joking.
No.
God.
We're engaged. Hey.
What's good?
What's good, bro? What are you up to?
And Xbox with Tanner, Jake, and Scrap.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. What's good?
Nothing, bro. We're just saying what's up.
Hell yeah. Y'all out in Missouri?
Yeah. We got some
Yo,
pictures.
shit,
taken.
is that your left hand right there?
It is indeed.
We had to tell the matchmaker first, bro.
Let's go. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
Let's go.
Listen,
Oh,
man.
done.
Yeah, bro. We just got pictures done.
Yes, sir. What? You said you need to ask me something?
Nah, I don't need to ask you anything.
Oh,
This man.
what the fuck? I didn't even notice.
We're engaged.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Damn, that's crazy. You didn't even say a word to me. Like, I had no...
Alright, y'all. So those were our reaction videos. Honestly, I wish we could replay that day like 1,000 times over and over again, just because of like how awesome it was to see everybody's reactions. And I don't know. Honestly, it was just such an amazing day all around, for me at least.
Yep, I can agree on that. We honestly, we have watched the videos back time and time again, even whenever we visit our family shortly after and
love
celebrated
watching
our
them.
engagement. They loved watching them. They would talk about their favorite part or their favorite reaction, and we put the captions of who each person was, but my siblings were Enrique, Journey, and Callista, and I loved all of their reactions because it was just pure joy. And honestly, I was not expecting my younger sister to be the one to cry, which was, it was crazy. I mean, I
She
love her
was
so
bawling.
much. She was bawling. She's not much of a crier, but just to see like how overwhelming that even was for her.
It was just real.
It was,
real.
yeah, it was awesome to like see that reaction and just me even reassuring her like, yes, like this is happening, you know, this is real. And then
Yeah,
my
she thought it
brother
was fake.
Enrique, we put mainly just his reaction in the video, but I probably talked to him for a while
A long time before, like,
before
it had
we
gotten
actually
awkward.
realized.
It almost gotten awkward, and we're like, bro, like, if you don't pick up on this, like, we're just gonna have to tell you. You know what I mean? Because, like, we don't know what else to
Because
say.
the way that McGuire was trying to get some people to answer the phone was like, hey, I have a question, or even just changing the phone call to a FaceTime, just
It was
so
funny,
it wasn't
though,
so
'cause-
weird and obvious.
Yeah, I don't know how I would have been if I was on the other end of this, so like, I can only imagine how it would have been, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
so
it was still like,
they're just carrying on like everyday talk, you know, and I'm just sitting in the frame, like probably wondering why I'm even on the call. I mean, we are brother and sister, but him and McGuire do talk a lot, and they are fairly close. So it was just probably a little bit abnormal for me to be also just be sitting on the call like that. But
yeah, I love how,
his
like,
reaction of him finally pausing and being like, "Oh my gosh, like y'all are calling me because y'all just got engaged," was amazing.
yeah.
And then my sister Callista, her reaction of just like her intuition and how she already kind of knew whenever I told her that we were getting photos done, and then her asking me, but then also like kind of already being like, wait, like what was the photo shoot?
She knew, yeah, she knew. We were like talking, and she like knew, and she's like, wait a minute.
Like it's
Man.
almost like she wanted to just answer the phone and be like, did you just get engaged or something? But it was just an amazing day. Great reactions from all of our family. We could not be more blessed to have the family that we do, the friends that we do, to celebrate with us and just be happy for us in that moment.
100%.
So we are just so grateful that we get to share this story with everyone and start our little journey on here and get to know y'all more and us more as well. So thank you for tuning in to our first video.
We're going to include some pictures of the engagement and the photo shoot itself and the wedding here.
Now.
Alright, y'all, I gotta know, what's y'all's favorite reaction? Please put it down in the comments below. We'll be looking for y'all's favorite reaction.
And we'll see y'all next week on our next video. Bye.